YouTube, Sky Blues the Boy here, back with another amazing video. And today we're watching Coventry City versus Luton Town in the EFL 2023 playoff final in the Championship to get promoted back into the Premier League. To an amazing success story, whoever wins this. Obviously Luton Town in 2013, at the most recent, they were playing non-league football. And obviously 2018, 5 years ago, Coventry City were playing League 2. Both teams got promoted from League 2 at the exact same year in 2018. So yeah, if I can get my H2H up now. So the H2H for this is, in our last 5 games, we haven't won one, we've drawn twice, and we've lost 3 times. But our form is just outstandingly better. So we've not lost since we played Stoke. So yeah, I'll see you in the game. Peace. Okay, so obviously I've interviewed you before.
You have?
But can you tell all the new subscribers your name?
My name's Gaz and I live in Herne Bay in Kent.
You're right, Gaz. So what do you think the score will be today?
I think we'll nick it 2-1. It's not going to be a goalless draw, it's not going to go into extra time, not in my opinion. They're a good side, Luton, not to be underestimated. You don't finish 3rd in the league for nothing. They're a physical side, they've got good strong runners up front. It'll be a good physical battle, especially for the back 3.
You said they've got a really physical side, but I'd say our defence is a pretty physical defence. Do you reckon we'll be able to hold them off?
Well, we did twice this year, didn't we? A 2-2 draw and a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
So there's nothing between the two sides. As long as Fads can keep their centre forward quiet. You've got young Callum, Doyle. You've got the other player on the other side.
Well, they're waiting to go back down the stairs.
His name's gone from me now. McNally. So yeah, Luke McNally. Thank you, Richard. So them 3 really good. Been good all season, and I can see it going, to a 2-1 win.
Who do you think's going to score?
Well, I'm hoping Jokeris and Hamer.
Hey, do you think it'll be a free kick goal? He's due one.
Well, maybe. He nearly scored the other night, didn't he, with that bender?
Oh.
That'd have been another 3 or 4 inches down. That would have been
to the
all
right,
game
it would have
over.
went in.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the game.
Wouldn't mind if I asked you a couple of questions?
I'll go ahead.
Well, everyone knows who you are, obviously. I'd like to know, when was your very first game at Coventry?
It's a hard question, that, because I don't remember. I think the first game I can fully remember was Coventry City versus Notts County, first leg of the playoffs in 2018.
Ah, right. So with that one, so you got off to a good start then. Was that the home leg or the away leg?
Home leg. It was 1-1 with a last-minute equaliser from a penalty.
That's right. Did you go to the away leg?
Nah, but my dad and my mum did. I was just too young to go to away games at the time.
All right.
But I watched it on TV. It was amazing.
All right, good. That's good. And also, I was thinking, you've interviewed loads of players over the past. As you know, I've been a subscriber for you for a long time. You interviewed Dave Boddy. That was on Zoom. That was a great one. You did Robbins the other week. Yeah. You did Joyce Apala. I'm going to come back to that one. You'll be really interested in that. And you also did a friend of mine as well. Do you remember Sam McCallum?
Oh,
Sarah?
Yeah.
She's a friend of mine. Mind you, she's really hard work, isn't she? She's hard work, Sarah. No, I'm only joking. She's a good friend of mine, a good friend of the families and all that. I'm going to be careful now, because next time I go around there, I'm going to be poisoning my tea. So yeah, so going back to Joyce Apala, how did that come about?
It really started when we were just walking around the Rico Arena, or CBS now, may I say, and my dad found Tim Fisher, so he decided, let me quickly go ask him. He asked me if I wanted to get an interview, so I said yeah, because obviously I knew a little bit about him, and I've always wanted to interview people to know more about them, and then also let the fans know more about them.
Right.
So he went up there and asked. Obviously I got that interview, which was on the video. Yeah. And then my dad got given his contact information, because he said if Joy is at the game, he'll call my dad and he'll get an interview set up.
All right.
So during half time, which I believe it was against I want to say it's Bournemouth, but I don't want to quote that. No one quote that, because I don't think they were in the Championship at the time, but they might have been. Can't remember.
Yeah.
So basically we went over there at half time, and then we went up to their little box, and she was actually really, really nice.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. That's my next question.
If you're going to look at if you looked at the video, you also got to know a lot about how she didn't actually, I didn't know at the time that when they bought the club, because I can't remember them buying the club, it wasn't actually her. So I found that really interesting, and I just found how interesting it was to listen from the owner of a club.
So you come across really well then?
Yeah, amazing interview. I loved every second.
Very good. I mean, obviously that you're still at school now. When I was at school, when I was a Coventry fan, I used to get lots of stick. How are you finding it? When we were in League Two, League One?
Stick.
Yeah.
During League Two and League One, I was, I hate to say it, but I was kind of like told to support a big team, so I decided to glory hunt Man United for a bit. Worst decision of my life. Obviously, I came back to our beloved City, and now I'm City through and through.
What do you think? You asked me what you think the score's going to be. What do you think the score's going to be?
I honestly think it'll be 4-0, and the reason is because we've got an amazing keeper, an amazing back line, and then also we've got just this amazing. I think our midfield and attack can really like close down their defence when they want to, and that because obviously Mark Roberts would definitely tell them now, just win at all costs. So I think we're just going to close them down until we get this 2-3 goal, 4 goal lead.
You're right. Just one more question. You do this blog as a young person. They're actually fantastic. You're actually thinking about doing this for a career?
Yes.
When you get a little bit older and take journalism, because you're very good at it. Is that your aim?
Yes, I've always wanted to join media, like go into media, and then get a degree in media, and then join CWR and go into the Sound of the Sky Blues.
Well, I think you've got a good chance of doing that.
Hopefully.
I just have a quick word of your dad. I mean, Clive, he's been absolutely fantastic over the years. You must be so proud of him, you and the family, what he's done and achieved, especially with the adversities he had over the years, without going into too much details.
Yeah, I mean, it started off hard for him, and we was going through a hard time as a family, and Coventry City reached out to us, and they took Ashley down to the dugout, met Mark Robbins and Luke Thomas at the time, gave him a signed T-shirt. And then since then, the club's always kept an eye on us and that lot. And then one day he said, he watched Alex Craig and Lewis TV and Sky Blue TV, and he said, he wanted to do it. I said, okay, we'll try it. And he's just took off, and it's helped his confidence now.
Yeah, very much
really
so.
has.
Yeah, it comes across that way. Yeah. Well, thanks very much for doing that for me. It's very appreciative.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Oh, lovely. What are we doing giving the ball there midfield? He's winning every flipping.
Okay guys, so it's the next day now. A good performance I guess for Cov. I've looked back at the footage. It's a good game I think. First half we played a bit very poor until the last 15 20 minutes, and then we got the goal back obviously in the second half, 66th minute I believe. So it's a painful loss. Obviously, no matter what we do, if we lost, it'd be painful. We all knew this. But for what we've achieved this season, coming from at the start of the year, we were dead bottom of the table. We had no wins in 5 games. To being in Wembley in the playoff final, 1 kick away from potential Premier League football next year. I think we all need to be very proud of this team. And I think we all need to be very proud of what Mark Robins have done. So yeah, we'll go again next year. If you like this video, go down there and hit like, subscribe, notification bell. If you want, share it. Thank you. But yeah, that's about it.